So today we're going to go over 2 nitric oxide supplements. We're going to go over the ingredient profiles, but we're also going to go over nitric oxide itself and these ingredients in these profiles and their benefits, because nitric oxide is not just important for athletic performance, it's important for sexual health, immune function, and much more. So stay tuned and we'll get into this. So what's happening, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today we're going to review Nutrex NIOX Extreme Pumps and go over the ingredients. And we're also going to go over Evolution Nutrition's Pump Mode and go over these ingredients. So let's get into this. So both these supplements have nitrates. They don't have citrulline, they don't have arginine. And the negatives of arginine and citrulline compared to nitrates are you have to take a large dose of them. You have to take anywhere between 5 and 10 grams of either one. And arginine in those large doses is going to cause gas and bloating. And with arginine, you're only getting about half of the dose you're taking in being converted into nitric oxide, because arginase, which is an enzyme, comes in and breaks down arginine before it can actually convert. L-citrulline, you do get more of a conversion, but you only get 80% or 85% of that L-citrulline converting in the kidneys to arginine to be used as nitric oxide. But you are avoiding arginase. So when it comes to the nitrate pathway, it's a lot quicker and more stable. It all starts in the mouth. When you consume nitrates, the bacteria in the saliva in the mouth start to break down the nitrates into nitrites. As these nitrites make their way to the stomach, they're broken down by an enzyme called nitrite reductase into nitric oxide. Any nitrites that do not get converted in the stomach into nitric oxide make their way to the small intestines, where they are converted into nitric oxide there and then transferred into the bloodstream. This nitrite to nitrate to nitric oxide pathway is way more stable than arginine and citrulline, because not only does it fully absorb, but it's not broken down or degraded through arginase. One concern with nitrates is you do want to be careful you're not taking any blood pressure medicine or any erectile dysfunction medicine. Combining nitrates with these two medicines can be detrimental to your health. Now let's jump into the ingredient profiles of these 2 supplements. First supplement, we have Nutrex NIOX Extreme Pumps. This is a 30 serving, 3 capsule dose, with the first ingredient being vitamin C at 100 milligrams. This is a scavenger of superoxide and free radicals. This protects the inner lining of the blood vessels and slows down the degradation of nitric oxide within the bloodstream, allowing the nitric oxide to stay elevated for a longer period of time. These processes also help with the strengthening and the tightening of the barriers in the endothelial tissue, reducing inflammation. Next, we have Arginine Nitrate at 2,000 milligrams or 2 grams. It's a good whopping dose. Every 1 gram of this combination is going to give you 262 grams of nitrates and about 738 grams of arginine, which gives you a little over 500 grams of nitrates and a little over 1,400 milligrams of arginine. Then we have 25 milligrams of estrogen. This is the digestive ingredient. This also helps with the reduction of inflammation within the gut and helps with the absorption and the processing of amino acids and other nutrients within a supplement. Evolution Nutrition's Pump Mode. Right on the top label, we have 30 servings. 1 scoop is supposed to be 6.1 grams, and it's right in there. It's anywhere between 5.8 to 6.2 grams on a packed flat level scoop. This particular product is a blue raz flavor here, and as far as the flavoring goes, it was okay. It wasn't fantastic, but I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. This does have some calories and some fat in it. It's got 1 gram of fat and it's got 10 calories. Then we have vitamin C at 500 milligrams. We already went over this in the NIOX product, but we're going to go over it again. This is a scavenger of superoxide and free radicals. This protects the inner lining of the blood vessels and slows down the degradation of nitric oxide within the bloodstream, allowing the nitric oxide to stay elevated for a longer period of time. These processes also help with the strengthening and the tightening of the barriers in the endothelial tissue, reducing inflammation. Then we have vitamin D at 12.5 micrograms. Vitamin D actually helps with endothelial tissue repair, which is the inner lining of the blood vessels, because this helps with apoptosis and autophagy. This reduces the production of superoxides, which is going to increase the production of nitric oxide in the blood. And like vitamin C, this is going to reduce inflammation in the endothelial cells, which is the inner lining of the blood vessel, because this helps with the integrity of the blood vessels, tightening the barriers within them. Then we have sodium at 210 milligrams. This is going to help with signaling across muscle fibers to trigger a response of releasing stored calcium from muscle contraction. It also helps with a hydration effect by helping water balance within the cell. And starting a main ingredient profile with 1,500 milligrams of glycerol. So this is a combination of Hydromax and glycerol monosterate. Glycerol increases the amount of fluid but it's stored within the blood and within the cells to a point of hyperhydration. This hyperhydration effect is going to help with endurance in the gym, power output, and those cell swelling pumps. Then we have the combination of betaine nitrate. It's going to be about 654 milligrams of betaine and about 346 milligrams of nitrates in this combination. So as far as betaine, I did a short on this. I'll put a card up top. Go check it out. But betaine is an osmolyte and a methyl donor. It has many functions, health benefits within the body. As far as for this product, it's going to help with regulating hydration within the cell, and it's going to help protect enzymes and proteins within the cell. Before we get into the effects, what are the benefits of increasing nitric oxide in the body? Not only just for athletic performance, but what are the other benefits? So of course, nitric oxide relaxes the blood vessels, allowing for dilation and more blood flow, which is going to help lower blood pressure and also take a little strain off of the heart. Maintaining proper blood flow is also going to help with soreness and recovery purposes on a day-to-day basis. That vasodilation is going to increase blood flow, nutrient delivery to the brain and other organs within the body, as well as being an important function of cellular death and cellular growth within the body. For men and women, nitric oxide production is crucial, especially when it comes to sexual health. Maintaining proper blood flow in the body can also help lower cholesterol. It definitely helps with lowering glucose within the blood, especially if you're training or exercising, and it can help with dementia, it can help with arthritis and swelling. So when it comes to Nutrex NIOX or Evolution Nutrition's Pump Mode, which one did I prefer? So I've taken these products on their own, just during the day. I've taken them with pre-workouts. I've taken them just with some caffeine. And my favorite one out of both of these, and I'll tell you why, is Pump Mode. And the reason why is I got more benefits and more effects off of that. I did get some cell swelling. I felt tighter throughout the day. It was almost like the synergy of that product with the lower amount of nitrates gave me more vasodilation, more effects during the training and after the training. When it came to NIOX, now you got to keep in mind when we talked about nitrates, they have to start digesting in the mouth. The bacteria in the mouth turns them into nitrites, and then some of it's going to turn into the stomach through the reductase enzyme into nitric oxide, and then whatever's left over that doesn't get converted goes into the intestine, and that is supposed to be converted into NO. So these are supposed to be taken in powdered form, passing through the saliva. So we have a powdered form, so I got more benefits off of this, and then we have the pill form. I did notice on this one here, there were effects. It's just the effects seem to be delayed. So I would take this and I'd take an hour before training and I'd feel some vasodilation pumps slowly throughout the day, but not necessarily with my training. And I believe that's because this is not a powdered form. It's a capsule form. I could have opened them up, but even though I don't care about flavors, I chose not to because I want to do a decent review because most of you guys aren't going to open up these caps, and I want to give you guys my honest opinion. So if you're looking for a nitric oxide supplement, out of these two, even though this one has more nitrates in it, and that's the selling feature of it, this one, which is Pump Mode by Evolution Nutrition, seems to react a lot better, and I seem to have better effects on this particular product. So I hope this video was informative for you guys and the review was decent. You know, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. I will get back to you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time on the channel.